Carolina Rebellion 2016, Mike from Disturb. How the hell are you doing?
Very well.
You're in a nice, cool shelter. You haven't even been outside yet, have you?
I went to catering, and I went to the trailer, and then I came right back here and made sure the AC was
It's
on.
a hot crowd, and they're ready for you guys tonight, for sure.
We're excited. We're good.
So I want to talk about The Sound of Silence. It's doing so well. I mean, you guys have crossed 3 genres now. Active, alternative, and pop.
Crazy.
Which I know some people are like, it's on pop, but I think it's great because that's reminding people that rock is still here, and it's still active, and it's still on top 40 charts.
It wasn't something that we necessarily set out to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't our intentions. We just wanted to make a great song, and the fact that it's being received so well by so many other formats that never cared about us before is cool. I think it maybe opens the door for maybe other bands to do the same thing. I don't know.
What made you guys decide to go with the cover Sound of Silence?
It was actually my idea. We were sitting in the studio. We always do the same thing. We were working on the songs. We were tossing around some ideas, and we couldn't come up with something this time. So we started maybe explore different eras, different 60s, 70s, whatever. And Simon and Garfunkel was a big part of my upbringing. My dad listened to it when I was growing up. We used to do this thing on Sunday mornings where he would assign me and my brothers and sister some chores, and he'd put his tunes on. He'd be cranking up, and we all had to clean the house or whatever. And so I remember that. It stuck with me, and it was a big influence on me. So we started to go to tapping into some emotional places on this record with other songs like The Light and Save Your Last Goodbye. And so I was already in that headspace, and it just kind of went there, and I threw it out there. I said, what about Simon and Garfunkel? The guys said, oh, that's kind of cool. What song? There's so many choices. And it says, what about Sound of Silence? And they all kind of looked like, ooh, this could be cool, but it's also a daunting task because it's such a legendary song in and of itself, and you don't want to not do it justice. And so Danny said, okay, Danny and David both were like, this is a great idea, but what if we take it down the orchestral route? That was Danny's suggestion. So we just started to experiment, and it just started to take this whole new life on, and here it is now, and it's an emotional moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm a baby. I'm only 26, so it's great because I never heard the original. And then someone, like my boss, is like, oh, it's a cover. I'm like, it's awesome. And I listened to the original. I'm like, it's completely different sound. How did you guys decide how you were going to go down this path rather than stay with more of a poppy sound with it?
It was a big experiment for us in the studio. I mean, I think with other songs that we've covered in the past, like Land of Confusion and Shout, became a bit of a formula where what people thought what the Disturbed sound was, the signature chunky rhythms and the guitar riffs and whatever, and obviously David's delivery. That would have been sort of easy to do that. We always had that we could fall back on. So we wanted to think outside the box and do something we haven't done yet before. And I think that lyrically, the meaning behind the song and also just the nature of the song itself helped lend itself to help us create the dark tones with it and the haunting nature of it. I still think that we've made it Disturbed. It's just a different definition of what people know we sound like.
One of our sister station is a pop station, and they're spinning your single as well. But they have Ryan Seacrest up there, and I heard your guys' interview with Ryan Seacrest, and I was just like, does Ryan really know who Disturbed really is?
He does now, I guess, right?
Yeah, Dave went up there, and he's like, you're welcome for the good music because you're welcome. And I was like, I don't think Ryan Seacrest has ever headbanged or anything or moshed in any kind of pit or whatsoever.
Well, maybe it's time he learns, right?
Maybe. So I just checked the charts actually this morning. You guys are still at number 8. Are you guys going to wait till it hits number 1 before releasing another single for radio or anything?
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. I know that we are talking about another song, a couple possibilities, but I think we're right now just kind of enjoying the ride that it's taken us on.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping and let me come on this cool bus. It's nice air conditioning break. Thank you so much.
Thanks. You're welcome.